My doctor must know I'm a gamer. He says I'm on stage 2 of something called CanCR, and we get to level 5 and unlock that battle pass. Do you know what's crazy about this life? We have a very, very little lack of perspective overall. And one of my favorite examples of this lack of perspective is taking a good, close look at the government. It doesn't matter which part of the world you're actually in. All of them, whether dictatorship, democracy, capitalism, whatever, suffers from the same issue. And that issue being people. Because as a species, we are very flawed. We are very selfish, and believe it or not, we are very fucking horny. Pentagon employees are too horny to follow national security protocols. Assuming you live under a rock like the lizard that you are, the Pentagon is one of the most secure facilities in the entirety of America. It is the base of operations for a few of their heads of state. Some of the country's most high-risk secrets are kept in that facility. It is incredibly in the Americans' best interest that that building is locked tight. But with Americans being Americans who are working for Americans, freedom came a-ringing, and you ain't gotta goddamn stop me from looking at porno on the work computer. Pentagon employees are using banned and unauthorized apps to find hookups, watch TikToks, and buy crypto on government phones and devices. Absolutely incorrect, and I refuse to believe it. Anybody who is buying and selling crypto in the year of our Lord 2023 is physically unable to find a partner even willing to look at them, let alone use a dating app. The pungent smell of Dogecoin is like punani repellent. Personally, I think it's the next stage in evolution for women, because with short kings like me living longer and more successful lives, and not just being banished to the cave of hobbitists, women are gonna start having to find a new thing to be repulsed at. And that thing just happens to be Bitcoin. They can smell that ether wallet miles away, and they'll dry up quicker than a Middle Eastern sandstorm. According to a new Department of Defense investigation launched over the fear surrounding TikTok. Yeah, TikTok kinda turns out is just pretty much Chinese spyware. Maybe not such a cool cash money thing to have. Yeah, it's pretty cool that you get to look at like really hot trans girls jiggle around in skirts. But you may also be exposing your country's nuclear codes to a hostile nation. I don't know, it seems a little bit more important to focus on your work. What the hell did you do? China has the launch codes for Utah! Colonel, if you don't shut your stupid mouth, I have been trying to learn the Renegade all afternoon. The list of what DoD employees are downloading in spite of bans includes dating apps, Chinese drone apps, third-party virtual private networks, cryptocurrency apps, games, yeah, a little bit of a cheeky flight simulator. I'm doing none. Oh god, it appears I've made a mistake. This isn't Microsoft Flight Simulator at all. I've just bombed Syria. And apps related to multi-level marketing schemes. God damn, I love that country. If there's one thing you can count on a Yank to love, is money. They're obsessed with it. What is the average salary of a Pentagon employee? Nearly 80k a year. Why can't you just be satisfied with that? Like, am I the stupid one? That sounds like a silly amount of money. Who double dips when they have a government job? Could you imagine going to this highly secure facility, selling off your cheap beauty products? I have no idea why this isn't a more common stereotype about the Yanks. You could put $1 in front of 100 of them and 50 would follow you. The Defense Department's Office of the Inspector General audited government-issued devices, as well as the policies meant to protect the DoD from unauthorized and potentially dangerous apps. The investigation examined the DoD's own special app store and found an undisclosed number of unimproved apps, and determined that employees are able to access any apps they want on government devices through the regular app stores available to consumers. In a move that may jeopardize national security more than a lackluster Tinder date, employees are also using unimproved messaging apps to discuss controlled, unauthorized information. Do you want your country to win? You may as well tie the noose for Russia and do a headlong barrel roll into it. Oh my god! Do you know how much classified data rolls through those doors every day? I'm literally getting anxiety. I'm getting sweats. Oh, what do you care what happens in America? You don't even live there. Because I live in the country that is the little brother to America. I don't want to die. Whatever you guys get involved in, our government comes right up your crack and follows. And vice goddamn versa. Personnel are conducting official business on their DoD mobile devices using mobile applications in violation of federal and DoD electronic messaging and records retention policies. A fancy way of saying these oaks are discussing government secrets through WhatsApp. The Inspector General warns that employees have downloaded apps that require access to the user's contact list so that the person that's potentially harvesting your data knows exactly who you are connected with. Location data, so the person harvesting this data knows exactly where the sensitive information is stored, or the device or whatever the hell you're talking about is. And photo library, so you can take some lacquer selfies in front of the UFO. All that delicious data could reveal sensitive military information. Dude, potentially this could actually expose agents in America's fields. Like, you're a spy who's done everything right, and you end up getting murked because some little weasel back home was trying to show some random girl online the three finger salute. The Department of Defense did not immediately respond to a request for comments on how it plans to rectify the problem. The report lists a wide variety of apps, including apps for fantasy football, online role-playing games, messaging apps, and luxury yacht dealer applications. Well, it isn't just the dregs then. This clearly goes to the top. The lowly peasant isn't exactly looking at a 20-foot long yacht. The report is redacted to scrub the names of specific apps and the number of apps in question. However, from context clues and the size of the redactions, it's clear the app's number in the hundreds at least. For example, in a seemingly obvious reference to TikTok, the Inspector General writes, examples of applications with potentially inappropriate content include applications for the creation of short-term videos. The military explicitly banned TikTok in 2020. I'll spare you the rest of the boring details as it just goes yada 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 some more, but y'all gotta understand how scary this actually is. Yes, it's hilarious to think of some buzzcut guy in camo sat behind some official government desk doing official government business, just fully bricked up, but that bricked up man might stand up with that erection and accidentally hit the nuclear launch button. He might turn that thing around and like knock over some national secrets. Oh Jesus. In plain English, it's just kind of risky and incredibly scary to the likes of me. I don't advocate for anybody putting effort into their job, and I personally think you should steal as much money from that company as humanly possible. But with some jobs, I beg and implore you to take them seriously, guys. You know, we just had a COVID pandemic where nurses had to wear masks. You think they did that because they liked doing it? No, dude. It was a protective measure. Just like your dad should have worn when he was conceiving you, you absolute mutant. I know it's fun to be selfish, but sometimes, man, like, just follow the protocols. Come on, dude. You're putting the entire globe at risk. For a little bit of bad strange? My man, for the sake of you doing your job better, I'll let you have my bad strange. Just focus up, follow the protocols, and don't kill us. But speaking of death and dying, you will actually die tonight if you don't subscribe to Dino on YouTube. That's all I have to say, guys. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.